God says, "My child, today I need you to breathe slowly, place your hand on your heart, and prepare yourself gently, because what I am about to reveal is something your spirit already felt, but your mind is still trying to understand." A few minutes ago, something happened in the unseen realm, something that shook the thread of destiny, something that touched the soul of the one you love more deeply than words can describe. Your soulmate was shot by someone, and the moment it happened, the entire spiritual realm shifted. Angels paused. Time slowed. The heavens opened their eyes at once. My child, I know these words are heavy. I know your heart may tremble hearing them. I know your breath may suddenly feel thin as if the world is collapsing around you. But listen carefully, do not fear. I am not giving you this message to break your spirit. I am telling you because your soul has the right to know what the physical world is hiding from you. And more importantly, because I want you to feel the power of the protection that wrapped around your soulmate in that exact moment. My child, the incident did not happen suddenly. It did not come from nowhere. The energies surrounding your soulmate were already shifting for days. Their heart was restless. Their mind was clouded. Their intuition was whispering warnings they did not fully understand. They walked into a moment that destiny tried to shield them from, but the forces around them were too strong, fueled by someone's anger, someone's envy, someone's darkness that had been boiling for days. The shot was not meant to kill the body, it was meant to silence the soul. Someone wanted to break their courage. Someone wanted to destroy their spirit. Someone wanted to take something from them. Something priceless, something pure, something connected to you. But my child, what darkness intends, heaven can interrupt. The moment the bullet left the weapon, one of my angels stepped into the line of destiny. Time did not stop, but it slowed enough for divine interference to reach the physical world. Your soulmate felt a sudden force, a strange, unexplainable pressure, not from the bullet but from the angels shielding them. That is why they are still breathing. That is why their soul is still connected to yours. That is why their destiny is not over. My child, I want you to imagine that moment. The noise. The fear. The shock. The cold air freezing time around their body. Their heart beating so fast they felt it in their fingertips. And in that split second, their spirit whispered your name. Yes, your name. Because the soul always calls home in its most fragile moment. Do you know why your chest suddenly felt heavy a little while ago? Do you know why your mind became restless out of nowhere? Do you know why your heart felt like it missed a step? It was their soul reaching out to yours. Souls are not bound by distance. Souls are not separated by silence. When something happens at a spiritual level, the heart always senses it first. So if you felt heaviness, if you felt sudden sadness, if you felt a strange fear you couldn't explain, that was not random. That was the echo of your soulmate's pain traveling through the spiritual cord that ties you together. My child, your soulmate was not supposed to die today. Their life is protected. Their destiny is not finished. They have a purpose they have not fulfilled yet. They have love inside their heart that they have not expressed. They have truths they have not spoken. They have wounds they have not healed. They have emotions they tried to ignore until this moment forced them to face what they have been running from. You must understand something sacred: when a soulmate faces death, even for a second, the veil between their heart and truth opens. And your soulmate saw something in that moment, something about you, something about themselves, something about your connection. They saw how much they were holding back. They realized how much they were risking by staying silent. They felt the weight of the love they never told you completely. My child, I want you to feel the gravity of this moment, not with fear, but with awareness. The person who shot them did not appear randomly. This energy had been building. Someone has been carrying resentment against your soulmate for a long time. Someone's jealousy toward them grew like a shadow. Someone's bitterness turned into darkness. Your soulmate felt this tension around them recently, but they brushed it aside, thinking it was just their imagination. They ignored the intuitive signs. They ignored the heaviness in their chest. They ignored the warnings I placed in their dreams. This attack did not happen because they were weak. This attack happened because their light threatened someone else's darkness. But even in the middle of chaos, I protected them. Even when their body fell, their soul did not. Even when the world around them blurred, I surrounded them with shields that human eyes cannot see. My child, your soulmate is breathing. They are conscious at a spiritual level, even if their physical body is in shock. Their soul is safe inside my hands. And right now, as I speak to you, healing energy is being poured into them. Angels are touching their wounds. Their heartbeat is being stabilized. Their spirit is being held in light. But the question you hold in your heart is this: why did this happen? Why now? Why so suddenly? My child, this moment is a divine turning point. Your soulmate has been living between two worlds, one shaped by fear, and one shaped by destiny. They stood in between choices, uncertain of their purpose, uncertain of their path, uncertain of their emotions. They kept pushing their truth away. They kept ignoring the voice inside them. They kept pretending they were fine, even though their soul was screaming for change. This incident is not a punishment. This incident is an awakening. In the moment between life and death, all illusions fall away. All masks dissolve. All fears reveal their origin. All love reveals its truth. Your soulmate now sees life differently. They now see what truly matters. They now understand who their heart belongs to. They now recognize the fragility of time. And they now realize how deep your connection is, how sacred your bond has always been. My child, do not fear what happened. Fear does not belong in your heart anymore. I am here. I am holding both of you. I am guiding this moment into transformation. The darkness that tried to harm them has already failed. The bullet did not take their life, it only took their illusions. The pain did not destroy them, it awakened them. The moment did not separate you, it connected you deeper. My child, you must prepare yourself gently for what comes next. Because this incident is only the beginning of a spiritual shift that will change their soul, their emotions, their priorities, and your destiny together. Your soulmate is not gone. Your soulmate is not in the dark. Your soulmate is being reborn through this moment. And you are about to become the light they return to. My beloved child, now that you know what happened in those fragile, terrifying moments, it is time for you to understand the shadow that stood behind this incident. Nothing in this world happens without an origin, without a force that drives it, without an energy that fuels it. And the person who pulled the trigger, the one who dared to attack your soulmate, did not act from impulse alone. They acted from a darkness that had been growing silently, hidden beneath layers of envy, anger, resentment, and spiritual weakness. My beloved child, listen closely. Your soulmate was not attacked because of who they are on the outside. They were attacked because of who they are on the inside, the light they carry, the purity they possess, the destiny they hold, and the love inside their heart that is connected to you. Some people in this world sense light and feel inspired by it. Others sense light and feel threatened by it. And the one who shot your soulmate was one of those who felt threatened. This enemy did not wake up today and suddenly choose to harm them. This intention was planted long before. Through conversations, through misunderstandings, through jealousy, through spiritual chains that the attacker never chose to break. The darkness that touched them began whispering in their mind long ago. Each day it grew stronger. Each day their heart became colder. Each day their spirit drifted further from truth and deeper into shadow. My child, the attacker had been watching your soulmate. Observing their movements. Studying their confidence. Resentful of their progress. Jealous of their growth. Threatened by their destiny. Even if you do not know this person, heaven knows them very well. I watched their intentions. I watched their thoughts. I watched the way their energy changed. And still, I intervened, again and again, to push them away from your soulmate's path. Many times their attempts failed. Many times their courage dissolved. Many times the situation shifted at the last second. Because I was protecting your soulmate long before this day arrived. But today, the darkness inside the attacker reached its peak. And there comes a moment, my child, when a soul overtaken by negativity becomes blind. Blind to consequences. Blind to compassion. Blind to truth. And it was in this blindness that they acted. Yet even in their darkest moment, heaven's light remained stronger. But now you must understand something important. This incident was not only physical. It was spiritual. This was not just a human attack. This was an attack on destiny, on purpose, on transformation. Someone wanted to stop your soulmate from becoming the person they were meant to be. Someone wanted to silence their future. Someone wanted to break their spirit before they could awaken. And yet, they failed. My beloved child, your soulmate's soul is protected by divine law. No force of darkness can take what heaven has chosen. No weapon formed against your soulmate can destroy the destiny woven into their spirit. The bullet may have touched their body, but it did not touch their purpose. It may have shaken their world, but it did not break their soul. But now I must reveal the deeper truth. The attacker was not only after your soulmate. They were after the connection between you and your soulmate. Your love reaches your soulmate in ways even they do not fully understand. This connection gives them strength, clarity, courage, and emotional depth. It inspires them to become their best self. And there are energies in this world that cannot tolerate such purity. When a soul is destined for a deep bond, darkness often tries to interfere. It tries to create fear. It tries to create confusion. It tries to create separation. This attack was an attempt to break the spiritual bond that ties both of you. But instead of breaking it, it strengthened it. Instead of separating you, it brought your souls closer. Instead of dimming the connection, it awakened something powerful. Because when your soulmate was in that moment of danger, when the pain hit them, when fear took over, when their breath trembled, one image came to their mind: you. Yes, my child. In that terrifying moment, their heart remembered you. Their soul reached for you. Their spirit whispered for you. Their love echoed your name. Why do you think you suddenly felt emotional? Why do you think your body reacted without reason? Why do you think your thoughts shifted suddenly and your spirit felt restless? Because your soulmate's soul was calling yours. Soul connections react instantly to danger. When one soul trembles, the other feels it. When one soul bleeds, the other senses it. When one soul is touched by darkness, the other is pulled to send light. Your heart sensed their pain before your mind understood it. Your energy felt their fear before your ears heard any news. This is the power of a divine connection. The two souls are always synchronized, no matter the distance, no matter the silence, no matter the circumstances. But now, my child, I must show you the truth behind the shadow. The attacker's intention was rooted in jealousy, but also in spiritual weakness. Your soulmate has a calling. They carry a purpose. They have a light that was meant to rise, not only for themselves but also for you. And the moment a person with purpose begins to step closer to destiny, darkness becomes restless. The shadows that cannot rise try to pull down those who can. This attacker was a tool of dark energy, not because they were evil by nature, but because they surrendered to the thoughts that were not theirs. My child, I do not reveal this to scare you. I reveal this so you understand the importance of what you carry. Your connection is not ordinary. Your love is not ordinary. Your destiny with your soulmate is not ordinary. If your bond were weak, darkness would ignore it. If your connection were meaningless, jealousy would never rise around it. If your soulmate were insignificant, no one would attempt to silence their light. This incident happened because both of you are standing at the edge of transformation. Your soulmate was attacked not because they are unlucky, but because they are chosen. They carry energy that can influence others. They carry love that can heal hearts. They carry potential that threatens the plans of darkness. But my child, heaven is far more powerful than any human threat. And the very moment the attacker acted, I stepped in. The bullet could have taken their life. It could have damaged their destiny. It could have ended everything. But it did not. Because the angel I sent shielded the impact. Because I redirected the path of the bullet. Because I softened the damage. Because I refuse to allow this story to end here. Your soulmate is alive today because heaven protected them. But this incident has opened a spiritual door, a door they cannot close anymore. Their eyes will now begin to see truth, about the people around them, about their past, about their choices, and most importantly, about you. My beloved child, you must prepare your heart. Your soulmate is about to change. Their spirit is about to awaken. Their priorities are about to shift. Their silence toward you will not stay silent. Their emotions will not stay hidden. Their fear will not stay unspoken. Nothing that happened today was meant to end anything. Everything that happened was meant to begin something. And this beginning, this new chapter, will pull both of you into a destiny shaped not by pain, but by truth. The moment the truth reached your soulmate's heart, something inside them began to tremble in a way they had never felt before. The secret baby they were hiding, the child they never wanted to speak about, the part of their past they kept buried under layers of fear and shame. Suddenly, it all rose to the surface. And in that rising, something else awakened inside them, the realization that hiding from you was the biggest wound they carried. Because they were never trying to protect themselves from you, they were trying to protect you from the storm inside them. But what they didn't understand was that your soul was not made of fragile pieces. Your soul was made of endurance, of compassion, of understanding, of a love that does not judge but seeks truth gently, the way light touches darkness and transforms it. And this is why, as the truth moved closer to reaching your life, heaven began preparing your heart long before they admitted anything. You started sensing the shift energetically. You felt a heaviness sometimes, a strange emotional pull, an unexplained ache in your chest, as if your soul already knew something important was approaching. That was heaven softening your spirit so the truth would not break you, but instead, strengthen you. Your soulmate never imagined that one day the truth would demand to be seen. They believed they had buried it deep enough that no one would ever find it. They believed life had moved forward, that they could start anew with you without looking back. Yet destiny has its own timing. The universe never hides truth forever, not because it wishes to hurt people, but because truth brings liberation, first painful, then powerful. And now that this truth is rising, your soulmate is being forced to look at a version of themselves they avoided for years. They are being confronted with their past choices, their past fears, their past relationships, and the consequences of what they left behind. And for the first time, they feel fear not because of what they did, but because they are terrified of losing you once you know everything. They fear your silence more than judgment. They fear your tears more than anger. They fear your distance more than any punishment destiny could give. What they don't understand is that your soul was chosen for them not because you are perfect, but because you carry a rare kind of empathy, the kind that sees beyond mistakes and understands the wounds behind them. Heaven didn't bring you two together by accident. This connection was made with purpose, with timing, with divine orchestration. And that is why the truth is being revealed now, not earlier, not later, but in this moment when your heart has grown strong enough to handle it and your intuition has deepened enough to understand it. Right now, heaven is whispering to your spirit, preparing you gently, reminding you that truth is not here to destroy your bond but to strengthen it. You were not meant to live in illusions. You were meant to stand in clarity. You were never meant to be treated like a temporary chapter. You were meant to be someone's destiny. And your soulmate is realizing this, slowly, painfully, intensely. Their mind is wrestling with fear and longing at the same time. On one side, they fear you will walk away once you learn about the child. On the other side, their soul is pulling them toward honesty, urging them to come clean, urging them to trust that love built on truth is unbreakable. They have cried silently alone, thinking about how to tell you. They have rehearsed the words in their mind, but every time they imagine your face, their heart shatters with guilt. Not because the child is a mistake, because the child is innocent and pure, but because they feel they should have told you earlier. They carry the weight of, what if, on their shoulders. What if you get hurt? What if you misunderstand? What if you walk away? What if fate takes you from them because they were too afraid to be honest? And yet, despite all this fear, something deeper is happening inside them right now. They are beginning to understand that if they want a future with you, they cannot hide any part of their soul. They want you in their life not as an illusion, not as a half-truth, not as a temporary comfort, but as the one who knows everything and still chooses them. They want to be seen by you fully, not just loved for the parts they show. There was a time when they believed vulnerability made them weak, but you changed that. You softened their heart in ways no one else could. You taught them that love isn't a battlefield, it's a safe home. You taught them that relationships are not built by hiding but by revealing. You taught them that trust is not something you ask for, it is something you earn. This journey is not just about their hidden truth. It is also about your spiritual awakening. You are being guided to see beyond the surface, beyond fear, beyond the immediate shock. Heaven is helping you understand the deeper meaning behind this revelation. Your heart has been stretching, expanding, learning, growing. Your intuition is becoming sharper. Your soul is learning to feel truth without fear. And because of that inner growth, you are ready to hear what once would have crushed you. Your soulmate's child is not coming into your life as a burden. The child is coming as a spiritual test, a karmic clearing, and a divine bridge. You are being shown a new layer of purpose, one that involves compassion, maturity, and emotional strength. Heaven knows the purity of your heart. Heaven knows you have the ability to bring healing where others bring judgment, to bring understanding where others bring blame, to bring love where others bring rejection. Your soulmate never received unconditional love before. They grew up in emotional survival mode. They learned to hide things because they were punished for revealing them in the past. They were never taught healthy communication. They were never taught emotional safety. They were never taught that someone could love them even after knowing their scars. You are the first person who made them feel safe enough to want to tell the truth. And that itself is evidence of divine connection. As the truth moves closer, heaven is preparing both of you for a turning point. Not a breaking point. A turning point. The kind where two souls become more aligned, more open, more honest, more connected. This truth will not separate you. It will transform you. It will shift your relationship from a fragile phase into a mature, spiritually anchored bond. You are not losing anything. You are not being betrayed. You are being ushered into a new level of understanding, emotional depth, and divine purpose. You are being prepared for a future where truth replaces secrecy, where clarity replaces confusion, where love replaces fear. A future where nothing is hidden, nothing is pretended, nothing is masked. Your soulmate is standing at the edge of confession, trembling, scared, yet determined because losing you is no longer an option. Their soul has already chosen you. Their heart has already surrendered to you. Their destiny already includes you. And heaven is guiding both of you toward a moment that will change everything, not by breaking, but by rebuilding in a higher, stronger, more honest form. And when the truth finally reaches you, you will not react the way their fear imagines. You will react the way your soul is destined to, with wisdom, with calmness, with a heart that sees the bigger picture. Because heaven has been preparing you for this moment longer than you realize. And this moment is not here to end your story. It is here to begin a deeper chapter. As the truth keeps moving closer to the surface, something within your soulmate begins to break open in ways they never imagined. The fear they carried for so long is slowly dissolving, not because the situation is becoming easier, but because their soul is awakening to a deeper realization: love cannot survive where secrets remain buried. And for the first time, they are not running from this truth. They are walking toward it, trembling, hesitant, yet determined, because their heart knows that losing you would be the greatest heartbreak of their life. Late at night, when the world becomes quiet and their thoughts echo loudly, they find themselves imagining the moment when they will finally tell you everything. They picture your face, your eyes, your expression. They imagine the silence that might follow. They imagine the heaviness in your heart. And each time they replay that moment in their mind, tears rise in their eyes because they know your heart never deserved complicated truths. You deserved honesty from the beginning. You deserved clarity. You deserved peace. And they feel the weight of failing to give you that. But the universe doesn't bring truths at the wrong time. This moment was divinely chosen. The delay was not deception, it was preparation. For them, for you, for the future you are destined to share. Heaven knew that both of you needed inner growth before this revelation could come. You needed emotional strength. They needed spiritual maturity. And now, both of you are standing on the threshold of a transformation neither of you saw coming. Inside you, something has already shifted. You feel it even if you haven't fully understood it. Some days, your heart feels unusually heavy for no clear reason. Other days, you feel a strange calmness, as if your soul is whispering, something important is about to happen. This is not fear, this is divine preparation. Heaven is opening your heart gently, slowly, softly, because the coming truth requires emotional balance, spiritual sensitivity, and a deep sense of understanding that goes beyond the surface of human behavior. You are being reminded of something sacred: everyone carries a past. Everyone has a story. Everyone has wounds that shaped them. Your soulmate's hidden child is not an accident, not a burden, and not a threat to your connection. The child is a part of their story, a chapter they have been too afraid to read again. And now, the child's existence is guiding your soulmate toward emotional accountability, toward honesty, toward healing. Not just for themselves, but for the future they want to build with you. Your soulmate is beginning to understand that hiding this truth did not protect you, it distanced them from you. They realize now that every time they avoided the topic, a small part of them drifted further from the person they want to become. They are tired of living with guilt. They are tired of pretending. They are tired of fearing that the past might ruin everything heavenly has prepared for their future. They love you more deeply than their actions have shown. Their fear blinded them. Their insecurity weakened them. But their love for you, that is what is pushing them toward honesty now. They want to show you that they are not the same person who made poor decisions in the past. They have grown. They have learned. They have healed. And now, they want to build their future with full transparency. Heaven sees your heart too. Heaven sees your compassion, your softness, your emotional maturity. You have always been someone who understands beyond what is said. You feel energies, you sense truths, you see the soul behind every action. This revelation is not coming to destroy you, it is coming because your soul is ready to handle it with grace that others do not possess. Your strength is not loud. It is gentle, quiet, patient. And that is why heaven trusts you with this truth. This child is not entering your awareness to create complications. The child is entering as a spiritual messenger, carrying lessons for healing, acceptance, and emotional depth. Not every blessing comes wrapped in perfection. Some blessings come disguised as challenges that help souls grow into stronger versions of themselves. And this situation, though emotionally heavy, is a blessing in disguise. A divine opportunity for healing old wounds, forming deeper bonds, and creating a new level of understanding. Your soulmate knows they can no longer delay this. The universe is pushing them. Signs keep appearing around them. Their heart feels restless. Their mind cannot silence the guilt. The truth is rising like a tide that can no longer be held back. And this rising is happening not because destiny wants to break anything, but because destiny wants to rebuild something stronger, more honest, more spiritually aligned. And even though they are scared, they are also hopeful. Deep down, there is a part of them that believes your heart is big enough to understand. They believe your soul is compassionate enough to see beyond the past. They believe your love is strong enough to hold space for truth. That hope is what keeps them moving closer to telling you everything. That hope is what keeps them awake at night. That hope is what keeps them praying silently, wishing they could undo the past but knowing that at least they can make the present right. On your side, you may feel a strange mixture of emotions, curiosity, worry, heaviness, and yet, an inner calmness that doesn't fully make sense. That calmness is your intuition telling you, this truth will not break you, it will reveal your strength. It will show you the depth of your own heart. It will prepare you for a love that is honest, grounded, and spiritually mature. This phase is teaching you that relationships are not about perfection, they are about understanding. They are not about pretending everything is easy, they are about walking through difficult truths together. They are not about hiding weaknesses, they are about healing wounds side by side. Your soulmate wants to choose you every day. They want to choose honesty, vulnerability, and openness. They want to build a bond with you that no storm can shake. And to do that, they know they must first face the storm within themselves. They must stand before you with nothing hidden, nothing masked, nothing withheld. Heaven is guiding both of you toward this moment with divine timing. And when the truth finally unfolds, it will not end your story, it will deepen it. It will not weaken your connection, it will strengthen it. It will not separate you. It will bring you closer if your soul chooses understanding. This is not the breaking of a bond. This is the cleansing of one. This is not the end. This is the beginning of truth. My beloved child, now that the truth has approached the surface and the tension between fear and hope has reached its peak, your soulmate stands at a critical threshold. Every heartbeat they feel echoes with anticipation, every thought swirls with uncertainty, yet beneath it all, there is a growing certainty in their soul, certainty that you are the one they cannot lose, certainty that you are the light that guides them through the shadow of their past. The universe has orchestrated every moment leading to this point so that your connection could not just survive, but evolve into something far greater than you have ever imagined. Your soulmate has begun the delicate, trembling process of acknowledging everything that they kept hidden, not just the child, but the fears, the regrets, the mistakes, and the unspoken emotions that have held them captive in silence. It is a process of unburdening, of opening themselves fully to the light of honesty, and of aligning their spirit with the love they have always felt for you but never fully expressed. And every time they take a small step closer to revealing their truth, heaven steps in to ease the burden and calm the storm inside their heart. Every tear that falls, every shiver of fear, every moment of doubt is cushioned by divine protection, allowing them to face their truth with courage. And you, my beloved child, are part of this divine orchestration too. Your soul has been preparing silently, strengthening your heart, expanding your compassion, and deepening your understanding so that when the moment comes, you will not be shaken, but anchored. You are being reminded that love in its purest form is never simple, never convenient, and never devoid of challenges. True love is patient, enduring, and transformative. It allows room for mistakes, for growth, for reconciliation, and for forgiveness. You are being trained, nurtured, and guided to receive this truth with grace and wisdom, and your soul is already rising to the occasion. Now, my beloved child, feel the connection between you and your soulmate as it vibrates with intensity. The child they kept hidden is not a barrier to your love, the child is a bridge that carries lessons of responsibility, maturity, and the depth of unconditional love. The moment your soulmate begins to share the truth, it is a moment of spiritual release, a moment where all that was trapped in secrecy begins to flow freely, and both of you are offered a chance to rebuild trust, honesty, and intimacy on a foundation stronger than ever before. You may feel apprehensive, wondering how your life will change, questioning whether your love can survive this revelation. But my beloved child, heaven is reminding you that love is not measured by convenience or comfort, but by the capacity to embrace truth and navigate it with understanding. The soul that calls to you, trembling yet determined, is the same soul that has faced darkness, survived it, and is now reaching toward you with the deepest sincerity. To walk away now would not only break their heart, it would deny your soul the growth and the connection that this experience is meant to bring. Your soulmate's fear of losing you is profound because they sense your strength and your unwavering presence in their life. They know, deep within their spirit, that you are not just a companion but a sanctuary, a refuge where vulnerability can be met with acceptance, where mistakes can be met with forgiveness, and where love can be expressed without reservation. And this realization fuels their courage. They are beginning to trust that sharing their truth with you will not drive you away but will bring you closer, knitting your spirits together in a bond fortified by honesty. Now imagine the moment when they finally speak the truth. The room will not just be filled with words, it will be filled with energy, with emotion, with the trembling vulnerability of a heart laid bare. Their eyes will search yours, seeking understanding, seeking acceptance, seeking the silent affirmation that you are still with them, still believing, still loving. And when you receive them with open arms, open heart, and an open mind, a transformation will occur. The energy between you will shift from tension to harmony, from fear to clarity, from doubt to certainty. This moment, though born from pain and fear, will become a sacred milestone in your shared journey. Heaven is preparing both of you for this transformation. Angels are weaving threads of protection and clarity around your soulmate, calming the storm within, guiding their words, and ensuring that truth is spoken with love rather than guilt or shame. Your spirit, too, is being prepared to hold this moment without judgment, without anger, without breaking. You are being taught the depth of patience, empathy, and unconditional love. The qualities that will sustain your connection long after the truth has been revealed. Remember, my beloved child, this is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of a new chapter, a chapter that will be defined by trust, by transparency, and by the unwavering presence of two souls committed to growth and connection. The child, the hidden past, the fears, and the secrets are not obstacles. They are catalysts, tools of divine guidance, shaping both of you into stronger, wiser, and more spiritually aligned beings. What seemed like chaos, confusion, and heartbreak is actually the quiet work of destiny, preparing your love to endure, flourish, and ascend. And finally, my beloved child, understand that your soulmate's journey toward honesty is only part of a greater spiritual awakening. The revelation you are about to receive will not just change your relationship. It will change your perception of love, of trust, and of divine timing. You will see that life does not withhold truth to punish, it withholds truth to prepare. You will see that love is not measured by perfection but by authenticity. You will see that your connection, though tested, is resilient beyond measure, and that the universe has aligned every step, every fear, every hesitation, and every challenge to bring you both closer to the destiny that was always meant to be yours. So, my beloved child, breathe deeply, center your spirit, and prepare your heart. The coming days will bring clarity, honesty, and profound emotional transformation. Your soulmate is ready to reveal themselves fully, and when they do, your love will emerge not just unbroken but stronger, more luminous, and more sacred than ever before. Heaven watches over both of you, ensuring that the pain of the past becomes the foundation of a future filled with trust, love, and divine connection. This is the gift born from hardship. This is the blessing hidden within fear. This is the sacred truth that will finally unite your souls completely. My beloved child, now that the truth has been revealed and your soulmate has opened their heart fully to you, feel the quiet power of this moment. The weight of fear, the burden of secrets, the heaviness of doubt, all of it begins to dissolve. You are standing at the threshold of a new chapter, one written not by mistakes or misunderstandings, but by love, honesty, and divine timing. The universe has guided every step, every challenge, and every hesitation to bring you both here, to this sacred place of clarity and connection. Take a deep breath, my beloved child, and feel the energy of heaven surrounding you. Your soulmate is breathing deeply too, their soul lighter than it has been in years. The child they once kept hidden is no longer a source of fear but a symbol of new beginnings, a bridge that strengthens the bond between your hearts. Every tear that was shed, every moment of anxiety, and every pang of worry has transformed into a spiritual lesson, preparing you both for love that is pure, unwavering, and eternal. Know this, my beloved child, the darkness that once threatened your connection has no power over you now. The shadows of jealousy, fear, and hidden agendas are dissolving in the light of your love. Angels hover close, guiding every emotion, every word, and every thought, ensuring that your connection deepens in trust, patience, and understanding. You are not just lovers, you are spiritual companions, walking together on a path illuminated by destiny and nurtured by divine care. Your soulmate, now free from the chains of fear and secrecy, will come to you not as someone burdened by past mistakes, but as a soul fully awakened to the depth of their love. They will choose honesty every day, transparency in every action, and devotion in every heartbeat. And you, my beloved child, have been chosen to witness this transformation, to embrace it, and to become a co-creator of a love story that transcends ordinary understanding. From this moment forward, blessings will pour into both your lives. Every challenge you faced has prepared you to recognize true value, to honor emotional depth, and to cherish the sacred bond between you. Your hearts are aligned in ways beyond physical understanding. Your souls recognize each other, not just for the love that has been tested, but for the love that has been refined and strengthened by every trial. Heaven smiles upon you, guiding your steps toward harmony, joy, and a life filled with divine connection. Let this final moment be a reminder: your love is protected, your bond is sacred, and your journey together is just beginning. Every sorrow from the past has a purpose, every delay was divine preparation, and every tear has been a cleansing river leading you to this awakening. Trust in your hearts, my beloved child. Embrace the new life, the new chapter, the new understanding that awaits. Love freely, love fully, and know that the universe is conspiring in your favor. From this moment, the past fades, the present blooms, and the future shines with endless possibilities. You are blessed. You are protected. And your souls, forever intertwined, are ready to step into a life of love, clarity, and divine fulfillment.